you know it is a thrill when you go downhill. Cause you're riding on the mountain of your own free will. And you're zipping in a flash on a daring dash. Down a waterfall so rapid that you go split splash. Splash Mountain. Zippity-doo-dah.
Hello, welcome everybody. Brand new, creepy old Crypt. Show where we dust off old Disney theme park stuff. I guess it doesn't always have to be Disney.
No, it doesn't have to.
But it usually is, because that's what kind of dominates the
Yep.
scenario here. But hey, nothing's off the table. There could be a Marshall Scotty's episode that's for about 5 people out there. There could be.
I'd love to do that. I could talk about Marshall Scotty's forever.
Could you really?
Yep.
Well, we'll have to go there and shoot it, and then they'll shoot us.
Yeah.
Because there's some unsavory people guarding the grounds. Anyway, but that's an abandoned park if anybody wants to look that up.
From my childhood, yeah.
But anyway, but today it's Disney. It's Disney related.
Yep.
And today we are in Critter Country.
The banks of the rivers of America.
The banks of the rivers of America. We're looking out at the river right now. It's at night, so this is what's impressive about technology is there's actually very little light over here. But I have the camera is a very good 4K camera.
Yep, cranked up.
It's cranked up, shipped out, flipped up, turn the wheels up real tough. Good night, everybody. Oh, sorry. We're going to talk.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, I think we'll talk about some stuff.
Okay.
We figured we were near Critter Country, and it's like, yeah, you want to talk about Critter Country? Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, we knew it was probably going to be dead over here.
Yeah,
Perfect place to do it.
So where we're doing it right now, this is going to be a pathway that they just opened within the last, year or two?
Yeah,
couple of years. And at the way down at the end over there is going to be one of the entrances to Star Wars.
To Star Wars Land.
Because they're doing it so where you could reach that land from like this end of the park or way on the other side. Yep. But this is going to be kind of the hidden entrance. I think it's gonna. This one's gonna. Yeah, who knows? This one's kind of off the beaten path.
Yep.
There's a lot of trees and stuff over here. It's kind of foresty.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope they go kind of an Endor-esque kind of route.
They
I know it's not a set planet like that, but I hope they kind of get inspiration.
They always do a really good job of transitioning yourself into the lands.
Yeah.
And even like Bugs Land and like Cars Land transitions and stuff. So like
the Frontierland rocks that they built.
Yeah.
That transition into like over there's a Frontierland entrance into what's going to be Star Wars Land. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rocks from Frontierland start to look like rocks on like Tatooine and stuff. And I think they did a great job on that. So I have a feeling this will be
it'll be
good too. They showed some new. You might hear the train going by the way.
Train tracks right behind us.
Oh yeah. But anyway, they showed some aerial shots, by the way, of the Star Wars land. Just overhead. I don't know if you've seen the latest ones.
No.
Oh my God! It really is. Like the recent things they've done, Pixar Pier and a couple other things. Yeah. They've been like, okay.
Yeah.
You really see what's up, like. All their A people are on that Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Because you look at that and it's like, oh, this is like Disney C quality. Mm-hmm. Like in terms of both quality and scale.
Yep.
It's absolutely, like people are not ready for that.
Totally.
How big it's going to be. And seriously, the scale of it is insane.
Yep.
So anyway, we'll see what happens. See if these people realize they're walking in front of the camera.
We already had one group come back here.
Yeah.
And it was, they didn't even ask. It was, they came back here to smoke.
Yeah. Again, there's a total dead end at the end of this path.
It's just a boarded up.
Yeah. And while we were setting this up, that family walked back there. We made the joke. It's like, they're going to be, as soon as we turn the camera on, they're going to ask if they could smoke.
Yeah.
But they didn't even ask. They just did it.
Yep.
How rude.
I know.
You should ask me if you want to smoke 100 feet down there. Anyway, toot toot to you too. Anyway, they're smoking too. That's what the Mark Twain is. You see that smoke coming off of there? They're vaping.
Oh, damn.
Mark Twain vaped.
He did.
You ever heard that? He was the first vapor. Anyway. Good night, everybody. Oh, no, we still got to talk about Critter Country. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, Critter Country, check it out. That's where we are. Is Critter Country part of Frontierland, or is it its own thing? do you see that?
I don't know.
This is going to be like the argument. Sorry, I don't mean to keep
Yeah.
butting in here, but this is going to be like the argument in the hit movie Mallrats, where they keep going, is the cookie stand part of the food court? Did you ever see Mallrats?
No.
Okay. Never. Classic argument. Oh, go to the cookie stand. Oh, yeah, part of the food court? No, the cookie stand is not integrated into the food court. It's a stand. Yeah, but the stand is part of food in the mall, so it's part of the food court. Huge argument, blowout argument. See, this is how good Mallrats is.
Good.
Epic cinema. Anyway, so this is kind of a similar thing. Is Critter Country part of Frontierland?
Well, from the entrance of Critter Country, no, because it is very far away from Frontierland.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
you got New Orleans Square, all that stuff. But again, this is part of Frontierland, the rivers of America.
And we're on the banks of the river.
We're on the banks of the river, so...
To me, you can kind of break it into 4 distinct lands. Well, no, I guess, is Toontown Fantasyland?
Yeah. Well, when it comes down to it, no, because it is Frontierland and Critter Country.
Yeah.
So, technically, they have 2 different names and 2 different areas on the map.
Yeah.
So, I'm going with that. I'm going with no. We're in Critter Country, not Frontierland.
Welcome back. We just cut out a raunchy conversation. Just kidding. We were having mic issues. Anyway, Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, is not going to be part of like Frontierland or Fantasyland, so that's its own land. I guess this is its own land too. Yeah. Is New Orleans Square its own land? Because see, in my mind, that's all Frontierland, but I guess it's its own.
No, I consider New Orleans Square its own area.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Well, like over at Magic Kingdom, Liberty Square leads in. Is that Frontierland?
See, I think Disney's so good at transitioning you into other lands that you can't tell. And it's just like, it's just like, oh, I'm already here. Well, this is part of this. Yeah. I think like Golden Horseshoe is like the end of Frontierland, and then it transitions into New Orleans Square.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
All that stuff down here.
What do you guys think? Is Critter Country part of Frontier? I don't know. You decide. Anyway, but Critter Country was actually originally Bear Country.
Yes.
And it opened when the hell it opened? 70s? Like 73 or something? Or 70... Who knows? I don't know. Or was it later? Was it 82? I think it was like 73 or something like that.
It's gotta be.
But that is a debut. Like, they opened... That was like, the first new land since New Orleans Square. Mm-hmm. Bear Country, and they were going to have the Country Bears, which was a thing that was made. Well, Country Bears. Okay, so if you don't know what it is, it's an animatronic show. These bears play. Yeah. And from what I understand, that was like one of the last things Walt designed, or no, he didn't design it himself,
but like
that he signed off on.
Yep.
Because he commissioned it for the. They were building a ski lodge resort, Mineral King, wherever that is, and but it never like took off. Like they got fought on that. And
I remember hearing about that. Yeah,
but Walt signed off on. Mark Davis designed like a animatronic bear show that was going to play in there for guests and stuff, but it never happened. But he signed off on all that. Like he liked all the bear stuff and approved of it. But it never came to be until, Disney World, when that opened in 71, had the bear show, the Country Bears. And then they brought it here. Again, I want to say 72, 73, something like that. We got it here. Yeah. Which is always funny. I didn't know that until fairly recently. I always thought that was so distinctly a Disneyland thing.
Yeah, me too.
It wasn't. But they built that here. And so, they had a whole land around it, Bear Country. But you never hear about that, like... I feel like that was you always hear about like, the day they debuted New Orleans Square and they gave a speech and or the day when they debuted Pirates or Haunted Mansion, it was the most crowded day ever. You never hear about the opening of Bear Country. Right? You never hear about that. So that's kind of surprising, but what did it have? I mean, they had Country Bears.
And that was it, maybe...
Like a store. They had the Mile Long Bar, I think? I keep wanting to say it's Mile High Bar, but that's not different. That's not we're going to talk about how you join that club.
No.
Anyway, no, it was that and like I think there was like a store that was like Lafitte's something.
Really?
Like another Lafitte thing.
Yeah.
Again, Jean Lafitte is a thing that comes back a lot in Disneyland, so look that dude up. Anyway,
cool dude.
But I don't know what else there was. Across the way, so there was a Country Bears theater, and then across from it, all I know is there was a mountain there, and it had like a little cave built into it, and you could hear a bear snoring.
Yeah.
Like they made a joke. It was almost, I think it tied into the Country Bears, where it was like Uncle so-and-so.
And I think that audio recording is on the Disneyland History album. It's just a bear snoring, and that's it. That's all. Right. That's all that's on the track.
Yeah. I think you're right. But anyway, that's all I know that was over there.
There wasn't much over here.
Yeah.
In terms of Bear Country, it's always been kind of just a small little tucked away thing.
Yeah.
And it was a dead end too. Not soon it won't be, but
really until it was a dead end until a couple months from now.
Yeah.
It will be. Just like all these people are figuring out because they're all walking back here and then going, and then leaving. I guess we're contributing to that. It's just like when we did the Tomorrowland thing and we
it was completely closed and we were standing in front of it and
everybody's
like, what? Yeah, sorry,
I forgot about that.
Yep.
It's closed. Anyway, so it's a dead end, and I think a lot of people say that is why the Country Bears kind of met its demise here at Disneyland, because it's not here anymore.
No.
Got ripped out in like 2002 or 3.
Early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people say it's because it didn't catch on here because, you had to go down the river and it was a dead end. Mm. So, it's happening. Oh, yeah. Let's see if these people figure out what it is that they're recording us. No worries. No, it's he warned me that would happen.
Yeah. Thank you for looking out for us.
We appreciate it. Good Samaritans right here.
Right.
I'm just recording it with this.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
I left my iPad in under the seat on a ride, and within 5 minutes I had it.
Yeah, everybody's nice here, and they...
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Have a good one.
Anyway, a lot of people say Country Bears died because it was at the dead end.
It was the very edge of the park.
You had to go all the way down the river to the very, over in this corner, and people were like, I don't want to walk over there. Yeah. That's all that's there.
At Disney World, it's like front and center. It's like right there.
Their Frontierland, it's like kind of the centerpiece of it.
Yep.
And some people aren't into the shows, maybe, or maybe your thing is more Space Mountain than it is Tiki Room. Yeah. I like stuff like Tiki Room, whatever. Country Bears is a show that does not get old to me. I could watch that 300 times in a row. I don't know what it is. I think it is so funny and entertaining, and I just don't.
I've only seen the one.
Liked it.
I've only seen the original. I've never seen when they did Christmas one or the vacation one or any of that stuff.
Oh yeah. I don't remember if I saw those other two.
Really? I only saw the original here when I was a kid.
I know. Yeah, I know people who really like the Christmas one. Disney World used to change it to the Christmas one, and they stopped.
And isn't Japan's always vacation?
I think so.
I think it's just like always in the vacation one.
Yeah. Does Paris have the country? I don't think
they don't.
No, they don't. Okay. I guess in my mind I was just thinking everybody has this but us.
Yeah.
I think it is so criminal they got rid of ours.
Yeah.
Because despite it starting at Disney World, I think Country Bears, that is a level of like cute that fits at Disneyland.
Yep.
And I think it is so criminal it's not here anymore.
Yeah, a little like animatronic like band playing your music is so like essential to like Disney and stuff. Even like Goofy movie.
Yeah.
They go to like something and it's talking about this.
It's a takeoff on that. Yeah, that is so criminal to me. And what's funny about that, I mean, and we should back up and say too, that they built, a lot of people don't remember, they built 2 theaters because they thought it was going to be such a big hit.
Yeah.
They built 2 full shows so that it's like, okay, it's packed, so we can have people go to the other one. Yeah, and I don't think there was one, which is a creepy thought. One of them was sitting unused for a long time.
So when I went as a kid, there was another I didn't know that because last time I went on it, I was a little kid. That there was 2 like going on at the one would just sit there in the dark.
Yeah, well, after a while, that's what it was. But for some time, they ran both so that they could keep crowds.
See, I love that stuff. I would love to hey, put on the show with all the lights off and give me a flashlight.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, and we should say so. they closed it around then. And what twists the dagger that much more is there's this park. We don't have that show anymore.
Yeah.
This park is crawling top to bottom with Country Bears references
everywhere.
And tie-ins,
like carvings and
like this restaurant that we're right at the threshold of is the Hungry Bear.
Yep.
And the restrooms have the piano playing bear. What is Gomer or whatever his name is, or whatever his name is. Above each one, there's Country Bear stuff all over down there. Upstairs is it's like get your fixins and has wood carvings of the Country Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Country Bear stuff all over the park. It's infuriating because it's like, can you see?
This.
Where's the show? We don't have it. Like it's just really integrated well into the park, and I maintain this.
Oh,
I stand by this. Yeah. If that show, so they ripped that out in 2002 or 3. 2005-ish was the 50th anniversary. That was when Disney did a really good job reminding everyone, like, people, for a long time Disney wasn't cool. Disneyland wasn't cool. Yeah. And 2005 was really when people realized, oh, all this like vintage and cute stuff that they have is great. I don't need to be ashamed of that. It's awesome.
Yeah.
If Country Bears survived like 3 more years and made it to that,
it would have gotten over the hump.
It'd be here forever.
Yep.
It would be like, oh no, that's a classic. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
But it got taken out right at the tail end of, oh, this is lame, you know. Because really, in the 90s, Disneyland was like, oh, that's dorky. Go to Universal Studios. Go to Six Flags.
Yeah, go to something hipper and cool
exactly.
and more exhilarating.
Yeah, and now it's not like that. Yeah. Now people want the old, cute stuff.
Yeah.
And, man, they blew it. If Country Bears had stuck around just a few more years, we'd have it forever. It breaks my heart. And that stupid Country Bears movie came out at the same time. Oh. It didn't even... The Country Bears here didn't even survive long enough. I mean, it was gone, I think, before the movie, right?
I think right before.
I mean, you would think they would even just keep it around. Let's see what happens. You know, like
maybe it's a hit.
Yeah, maybe it'll be a hit and people want to go. They didn't even. They had that little faith.
Man,
that's so funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, I keep seeing security walk down here, and I'm wondering if they're gonna say anything here, or if they're just,
I don't know.
We'll see.
Chugging along.
We'll see what happens. We could get this could get very
booted.
intense.
We could have to
this
move.
Could be Rage Against the Machine in a second. Who knows? Anyway, but yeah. So that's what was so crazy to me. That didn't even last that long.
Yeah.
But anyway, So, what was I saying? Did you ever see that movie?
No. I don't even bother with there's been a couple movies like that where it's like, oh, I don't want to taint anything. I like the Country Bears, but I don't need to see a Country Bears movie.
Yeah, I just feel no no need for that. It just makes me feel like that.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. But I just no thanks to that.
No.
Although I'm morbidly fascinated now.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't see the Haunted Mansion movie because that was the same thing. I'm like, I love the Haunted Mansion. No, thank you. I watched it a year ago, and I can say 2 good things about it.
Right.
The production design was good.
Yeah.
You've seen it, right?
I saw it, I saw it a while ago. Yeah.
The production design was very good.
Yeah.
In terms of the sets and the whatever was good, and the musical score was awesome.
It's like Haunted Mansion stuff.
It was big symphonic versions of that. Can't
Everything
say
else,
anything
I
else.
don't care.
That was.
Yep, but I'm glad it flopped because I don't want him to change the ride and add Jennifer Tilly as Madame Leota.
Madame Leota. She says in so many interviews they were about to put me in they said they were going to put me in the
crystal ball.
In the crystal ball on the ride. She's like, oh yeah, Imagineers told me that. They're like, we're gonna put you in the ball. An Imagineer told me that. Let's see if these people realize.
But
but anyway, she's like, no, an Imagineer told me that. An Imagineer told me that. All these other Imagineers have said that was never the plan. We were never gonna change what was in there.
Okay, good.
And I'm sorry that I thought this, and I'm sorry, Jennifer Tilly is I'm sure whatever dorky Imagineer met with her was like, we'll put you in there. Like if you could say that to Jennifer Tilly, like how happy would she be?
Yeah.
And she's like stunning. Like, so you want to like make her happy.
Yeah.
So some guy was just probably enchanted by her. And was like, we'll put you in. Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah. But anyway, and I don't blame him. But anyway,
hopefully that's what's happened with The Rock. And
so that's what I was gonna say is like I feel bad because my mentality with these Disney movies coming out is I want them all to do bad. Yeah. Because when they do good, they change the rides.
Yeah, they add Johnny Depp to Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
they do all
I don't
this
want
stuff.
that.
No.
So I want like this new Jungle Cruise movie coming out. They're saying, we're really doing it justice. I don't want them to.
Yeah, I don't want to see
because if it's a hit, it's like,
ride.
we're gonna add. Oh, look, we put Emily Blunt on the ride. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want. Just leave it.
No. Don't touch it.
Because The Rock was already talking about how, I met with Imagineers that want to change up the ride. And it's like, nah, no one wants this. This is all bad. Anyway.
They made but they're going back to the movies, like the Country Bears movie and stuff. They made a Mr. Toad movie. Never seen it.
Oh, I forgot they did!
Yeah.
Oh my god, wasn't it like a TV movie?
It might have been, I don't know, but I no idea what it is. Like, I've never seen it.
I just remember working at Blockbuster way back in the day, and someone said that to me, and I was like, they did not make that movie. What are you talking about? And then I looked it up, and it was like, we have it in the store. It felt like finding out the killer was in the room. It was like, what?
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and it was like, isn't it like John Cleese? And
I think so. I don't know.
I think it's, I don't know if it's John Cleese, but some Monty Python guys are in it. Yeah,
I wouldn't touch that movie.
No, thank you.
Nope.
But anyway, so the movies, don't want it.
No.
Pirates worked one time, it was a good movie, I guess. But again, I didn't want that in the ride.
No, they should have kept it, and they're kind of rolling it back now.
Yeah, they really are. They really are.
Movies.
And again, here they just recently took out the projection with Davy Jones.
Yep.
I know we're getting off the subject of Critter Country.
We'll go back.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But they took out the projection of Davy Jones and put the classic voices back in, which is
creepy
awesome.
tunnel again.
Yeah, when I went to Florida, I was just at Disney World like days ago.
Yeah.
And they used to play like the movie music out in the plaza outside the ride, and now it's not. It is old Pirates music. Good. And the Davy Jones thing wasn't in there. And neither were the mermaid stuff or any of that. Any movie stuff is rolled back. So I think they're going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's good. I'm glad. Well, maybe they'll put Country Bears back in here.
Man, I wish.
Yeah.
I think the Country Bears animatronics are all used now.
I'm sure they reused stuff. A lot of people say that the Big Al animatronic is used for Oogie Boogie in the.
That's what I was going to say.
Haunted Mansion Holiday.
Yeah,
and you can see it if you look at it. It's like you can kind of tell.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. So, that's ours. I think they're asking us. Yeah. But anyway, so what were we saying? Oh, so the Country Bear show. I think that's all being. I wish that was something they could just throw back in a room and turn it on.
But they put something. They put another bear in it.
They what?
They put another bear in the Country Bears.
What do you mean?
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Oh, so when Hungry Bears. No. It's like Hungry Hippos. When Country Bear Jamboree was here, they tried to do meet and greets again, but like no one was coming over here.
Yeah.
But they would have meet and greets with the bears, and they weren't very well attended. And they chalked it up to like, people don't like these characters. But I really think they just didn't want to walk over.
It was in the middle of it was like a little hidden pocket of the park.
So anyway, but then they started doing meet and greets with Pooh. And kids were like, I want to meet Pooh. I want to meet Pooh. So they made the trip. And so then it was like, kids like Pooh.
Yeah.
So I
like it.
So they axed our Country Bears, and we got the Pooh ride. I think that's one of the most kind of just tepid rides here.
Yeah, it's just a slow
it's a dud,
blustery ride, and that's it.
Yeah, it's duddy.
Yeah.
That is a ride that I will go on. Like, is it too busy today to go on anything else?
Yeah,
all right, fine.
Because it's never busy on that ride.
It's disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm saying this as I'm a Pooh fan. I liked the Pooh movies when I was a kid.
I liked it as a kid, but I never saw any of the recent movies or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like Christopher Robin or the new animated movie.
That Christopher Robin movie was legit.
Really?
It was good. If you liked the new Mary Poppins,
yeah, loved the new Mary Poppins.
That new Mary Poppins movie had that vibe of like it could. I mean, I know it had some modern day effects.
Yeah,
but the script could have been written in the 60s.
Yeah,
it was not. It was in no way like sarcastic or snarky or modern in any way.
It felt like a 60s movie,
and that's how I felt about Christopher Robin. They used CG in it.
Yeah,
but the script was very old, hokey Disney.
Yeah.
I really liked it personally. It wasn't like a 10 out of 10, but you would dig it. I think you would dig it. But anyway, and the latest animated one they did was charming too.
Cool.
It was weird. It was. We all for some reason we all went to go see it. It was like me, Garrett, Sean.
Really?
We all went when that opened, and that movie is a flat hour.
Really?
Yeah, it was 60 minutes, and they let you know going in when we bought the ticket. They're like, just so you know, this movie's just an hour. They did play like a short before it and stuff, but it was like, okay. So I think Sean brought one of his kids or something because he's like, hey, if it's just an hour, this is perfect.
Go for it.
Because he had a real little kid or whatever at the time. But anyway, but yeah, it's all good. I've always liked Pooh, but I just the presence in the parks is just not interesting to me.
No.
I don't know.
No, I agree. But the ride is whatever. I do like that.
There's like no one on this damn thing.
No,
we got to go on this.
Yeah.
At some point. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but the one cool thing I like about the Winnie the Pooh ride going on it is the leftover stuff from the Country Bears.
Yes. Yeah.
They, the big one is that they put the animatronic heads of Max, Buford, and Melvin.
Is that their names?
I think so.
I just blinked out on that.
And they're just like, to start the show, there's these like almost like they're like taxidermy heads of animals.
Yeah.
But they can talk and stuff like that, and they're up on the wall. They kept them.
Yeah.
And hit them in the ride.
Yeah.
So if you come right out of the Heffalumps and Woozles section, I think.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I think that's
and
what
if you
it
look
is.
up, they're just hanging up there.
Behind you.
Up behind you.
You look behind you, and their heads are up.
You can see them there. And in that Heffalumps and Woozles part is like a hot air balloon, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Going up and down.
Yeah.
That's the old mechanic for when Trixie comes down
Is it really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
They reused it for that.
Oh, now I want to go on it.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize that.
When he's like, it's in the middle, it's just 4 ropes. They use that same mechanism for that.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Now I should say the mounted head Easter egg that you're referring to. I don't think those are the ones from the actual attraction.
Really?
I could be wrong. Those ones, I think in the attraction, I think those are way bigger. The ones that they would actually, hey, let's start the show.
Yeah.
But then what would happen is you would go into the restaurant. At least it was like this in Florida too.
It exited out into.
Yeah, and over here they had the mile long bar, and I think in the bar they had those 3 mounted heads, a smaller version of them.
Okay.
In there, continuing like, "Hey, I hope you like the show."
Yeah,
here,
they're huge in Florida.
Yeah, and I think it's those from the restaurant in there.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just know that those heads are big as hell in the Florida one.
They are.
So, could be wrong. Who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So. Those are hidden in there. Anyway, yeah, the Pooh ride's whatever.
Yeah, it's not a ride worth seeking out unless you want to go on it.
If there's no wait and everything else is busy, go on it.
Exactly.
You ride around in a big honeycomb or
and it kind of like
beehive or what
goes up and it's not a. Japan got an awesome one.
Yeah, Japan's rad.
We didn't get one like
it's
that.
It's trackless.
And it's all GPS and stuff.
Yeah, it's trippy as hell. It's like you're rolling balls.
Yep.
You're tripping out, wee type stuff. You know what I'm talking about, all you ravers out there. No, it gets so like
it goes all over the place and stuff because there's no there's no track.
Yeah, and you can it's been so long. I went on 1,000,000 years ago, but I want to say there was a car of Heffalumps and Woozles that like came in front of me and stuff.
Really?
Or, maybe I'm remembering.
No, I believe that.
But it was trippy. That was an incredible ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but anyway, ours is just whatever. Now, in terms of more Country Bears
leftover
references or references,
yeah.
whatever. They made one of the stores over here in Critter Country was made into like Pooh's Candy Corner.
Yes,
or something.
right at the end. Yeah.
And when you go in there, there's artwork on the walls, and one of them is artwork of. Again, is his name Gomer? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, he's a piano guy with the
the bear on the piano.
Yeah, he has like a beehive drink or something like that on his thing.
On his piano.
Yeah.
And instead, it's Pooh standing on his piano looking at him, and Gomer is looking at you, like into the camera, like
sad, like.
And he looks sad.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, that was the Imagineers' little like. Not protest, but like they were sad about it. I heard Imagineers were bummed out that they lost Country Bears. That was a classic.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of them really wanted to do Pooh, but yeah. So that little artwork was their little thumbs down. Yeah. Like Pooh is staring at him in the face, and he's just looking at you like help.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's that. Anyway, we should talk about, in between all this, though, they got a new ride. They got rid of that mountain with the bear,
Sleeping Bear and stuff.
And we got Splash Mountain.
Yeah. A very popular ride in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most popular ever.
Yeah, everybody knows about Splash, and like that's famous photos and stuff like that. Yeah. Splash Mountain. You might be seeing a flash every once in a while, like in the camera. That's the flash all the way from Splash Mountain.
Can you see that from here?
Yeah, I can see it off the trees every few seconds.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
I didn't even think about that.
It's the flash to take the photo for that.
Wow.
But it's because it's night. It's so like that.
I didn't even think about that.
It's so far away
that
it's night, so it travels.
Yeah. There's that boat.
Yep.
They're agreeing with us.
Yep.
Kevin is correct. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Now, I'm not a thrill ride guy. I just don't. Not that I'm not bagging on. Space Mountain is cool, but it's not my thing. That's me. Yeah. I like the slow, cute stuff. Whatever. Splash Mountain is legit a great ride.
Yeah, there's so many animatronics.
Yeah, because it's actually
awesome.
the focus was on making it a great ride.
Yeah.
Not just it goes real fast and you fall. It wasn't that. It's a full blown, great classic.
It's mostly
Disney
dark ride with tons of animatronics, and then a drop.
Yeah.
That's it. The drop is like the main finale of the ride, but it's not the big thing of the ride.
Yeah, and it broke my heart. Like, I can't handle drops very well, so it broke my heart, obviously, that was at the end. I mean, I knew what I was getting. But when I tried it, as expected, I hated that part. But, man, I love the rest of it. Yep. Oh, I love the rest of it.
Yeah, it's great.
So that was, like, a very welcome addition.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that was put in like 89, like late 80s, right?
Yeah, 89 or 90 or something. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there's an awesome preview for it that's a wrap.
Oh God! What was that?
It's like Splash Mountain Rap or something like that.
Yeah,
and it's great. Like, you look it up. I don't know what it's called. I guess just type in Splash Mountain Rap to look. But they're all dancing out in front of it.
Oh God, it's
not good. It's like 89. It's not good at all. But it's really fun to watch.
Ooh, yeah. But anyway, I really love that. That ride. I haven't been on it in about 17 years for that reason.
It's time to go on it again.
That's what I was just telling Kevin. I was like, I'm ready to do that again. I'll just barge it for that last part. But I really there's one drop in the middle of it too.
Yes, there's one drop.
There's an unexpected one.
It's like, if you don't know it's coming, it's in the dark.
Yeah.
So not the initial part, but you drop just into darkness.
Yeah.
And I like that one. It's not as bad as the main one, but you don't know it's coming, so you don't. Yeah. You can't prepare.
So that messed with me, but now that I know it's there, I probably wouldn't care as much.
Because again, it's not as bad. It's not any worse than Pirates, but again, unexpected, so you can't.
It's kind of like, whoa. What?
Yeah.
When I was in Florida, people who go more to Disney World than they do here, were all telling me how bad the drop was in that Frozen ride, or I guess it was Maelstrom. But that drop is not even half of what. No. I feel like that drop is not even half as bad as the Pirates drop here.
No, it's are they talking about the drop? Because after you're done going backwards stuff, the drop.
Yeah, they drop you down.
That's not that bad.
People were, dude, be careful about that. Oh, I'm very
sensitive.
I'm sensitive to drops, and to me, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe people aren't used to our Pirates, because I think the drop on ours because ours actually goes underground. I think ours is steeper
maybe
than the one in Florida.
Yeah.
So maybe to them it's a big deal, but not to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm used to it.
Yeah, not to derail a lot, but if you go on the Splash Mountain here, Knott's Drop isn't as bad, and it's Calico Mine Train stuff all through it.
I really want to. I've never been on that.
The whole ride is just goofy, like loggers, animatronic loggers,
really
and like miners
that.
and stuff. It's just like this because it was Bob Gurr.
No, Bud Hurlbut.
Hurlbut. Yeah. It's great. So if you work up the courage to go on this one, I would say at some point go on that one.
Yeah.
It's still just goofy the Calico Mine Train stuff.
I should.
Mine stuff, yeah.
I totally should. Damn. Anyway, but yeah, so that's a great ride. I'm trying to think. Is there any other stuff to say about Splash Mountain? I don't have a lot to deliver.
No, it's cool that the train goes through it. Like the finale of the ride after you go on the Splash, there's a big finale on a riverboat and everything, and you can actually see it from the train. If you ride the train all the way around, it goes through that segment from above, and you can look down and see the logs going by with people in it, and that scene, which like 90% of that ride is America Sings animatronics.
Yeah, which is what I love. Yeah, they closed America Sings, and they were like, "What do we do with all these animatronics?
Let's put them all in Splash Mountain. Let's build Splash Mountain." Yeah,
the finale, and that's the coolest part, I think. But I do get to see it from the train.
Yep.
I honestly think I would have been more motivated to go back on that ride if I couldn't see that part. Yep. But just going on the train, it's like, oh, there's the finale. I'm good. There. I saw my favorite part. Yeah. So I don't know, but that part is so cool.
And Splash Mountain is the perfect example of every ride needs a scary part or dark part. Because that whole ride is happy, like zippity doo dah stuff. It's all like cheery and stuff, and then it gets super sad. Like one of the animals is like crying and singing about Bear Rabbit being gone, Bear Rabbit's trapped and stuff, and then you do the splash, and then it's all happy again.
Yeah.
But
I remember I hadn't been in Disneyland in a long time when I first went on it. I hadn't been there in a long time, and I went on that, and it hit. We're going up the hill, and it was going, oh. Yeah. And I was like, this is what was great about Disneyland.
Yep.
Is these peaks and valleys their attractions would go through.
Yeah.
You have to go through a sad or scary part to get to the rewarding part.
Exactly.
That's what was so
Any
good
ride
about
that's
that.
just strictly happy and fun
it's
my
like
favorite. It's not. It needs to have that scare.
I really think that is the big shortcoming of. Now, I had a good time when I was there last week, but that Avatar boat ride.
Yeah.
The boat ride in Pandora, Avatar in Animal Kingdom, is monotone. Yep. You go through and it's, wow, look, whoa. Okay, you're done. It's like, it doesn't have a high and a low.
Something needs to go wrong.
Yeah.
Something needs to mess up.
Yeah.
And take it that's why, like in Universal, I don't really like most of the rides at Universal, but Jurassic Park's great because it's supposed to be just, okay, you're seeing dinosaurs. This is great. And then it goes wrong.
And of course.
And you're like kicked off into behind the scenes areas when you're supposed to be going into this. Oh, this is where you're supposed to go next. And it's that kind of stuff is needed.
A ride where something goes wrong. It sounds like they do that a lot, but that's like driving a classic car. Yeah. It's like that. Yeah. It works. Yep. Like that's what. It's like that's the classic. But I agree. It just reminds me of when they were doing Star Tours or whatever. When they were doing the new Star Tours, and Imagineers, which it surprised me they did it, but they were making it. Oh, it's kind of like a prequel to the old ride, and they gave it like a confident pilot. Like,
he was great at flying.
I'm Rex 2.1 or whatever his name was. I don't know what his name was going to be. Rex was the old pilot.
Yeah, I forgot what his name was. Ace, I think.
Ace, and he was a confident pilot, and George Lucas went on it, and he's like, nah. You need a nervous pilot.
Yeah, you need to have this. You need to be nervous with this.
Yeah, and that's what makes it work. It's like it's not going to go correctly. Yeah. So last minute they made it 3PO, which I don't like as much as it just being Rex. Like that was such a great original character, but 3PO does work in the sense of
he's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, he's like, why am I here?
Yeah,
oh my God, what are we doing?
We're taking off.
Yeah,
okay,
So whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you do need that. Anyway, those peaks and valleys, that's what makes it good.
Yep.
That was really, not to get like crackpot about this a little bit, and self-serving at all, but you know, with some of Mega 64 videos, when we have videos that when we, I'm getting indulgent here talking about Mega 64's videos that I've edited. Sometimes we'll do a video that has a story to it, and it's already like a predetermined story.
Yeah.
That's different. That's, okay, A, B, C, D, we did it. We edited it. It's easy. But when we have a video that we have to edit that doesn't have a story, like we went out, let's say, for example, our Heavy Rain video, based on the game Heavy Rain. All we did was go out in public and get funny footage.
Yeah.
There's no story to that video. It's just go get funny footage. So how do you edit that in a linear way? And I always use Disneyland rides as the example, where it's like, keep it to a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's, look at all the funny stuff. Look at all the funny stuff. And then you have to have something sad.
Yeah.
And then something that, they did it. Yeah, exactly. And if you watch our Heavy Rain video, it's the perfect example of that, where he can't, I can't find Jason. Where, it gets sad for a second. Like, where is he? And then, is that him? Yay! You know, it's kind of like, it comes out of this thing, you know. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
No, that makes total sense.
I think our Shadow of the Colossus video does the same thing. But anyway, getting indulgent, talking about our own projects. We're not going to do that anymore. Cut that out when this goes up. Thank you, YouTube. But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, so anyway, Splash Mountain.
And then highs and lows.
I have a story about Splash Mountain.
What?
When I was going on it way back in the day, I think we told the story on the podcast, but we were on it. It was me, Derek, and Nicole. She's been in a bunch of our videos.
Tons of stuff.
And we were waiting in line, and I've talked about this about parents and their kids.
Yeah.
Babies crying. Hey, what can you do? A baby cries. That is part of the circle of life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to hear that, but it doesn't bother me. It's how we make new people. Fine. Yeah. But when kids are grown, like you're talking a 6-7-year-old kid, and they're doing bad stuff, and parents say nothing,
that just let them do it.
Insane.
Oh, God.
Like, just, you gotta step in here.
Yeah.
And these kids kept hitting me. I was in line, and this was a million years ago, but I was in line, they're hitting me, and they kept, going up to my ass. Mm-hmm. Like, they were, going up to my back. Like, I swear to God, their faces were at butt level.
Yeah.
And they, almost like they were hugging onto me, and it's just can these kids get away from me? Go. And the parents were just they weren't doing anything. It's what are you doing? So anyway, man, I ripped one on those kids. Those kids did that. I was having an issue that day. I don't know what I ate, but I was like, hey, you know what? Justice for all. Just those kids were. I stepped in. I stepped in where the parents weren't. So anyway, that was a dark. Hey, but I had to do it. Yep. I mean, I had very, very little options. But anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say about that.
I'm trying to think if I have a Splash Mountain story. They used to show you one thing they changed on it that I noticed the last time I went on it. They used to show you your photo as you were in the log. You used to go in the log and you see the screen up, and when you come around the corner, go, okay, there's me. Oh yeah, took that out. And now you have to get off and go into that screen where you can...
They would show you... Was it after the drop?
After the drop.
You? Oh,
after the drop, they take your photo and you come
that.
around the corner after the scene on the riverboat and everything. And they would show you your thing on a CRT TV.
Oh.
And that's gone now.
I never knew that.
Yep.
Huh. That could be its own creepy old crypt, is stupid photo ops.
Yeah.
I don't really like photos on the rides.
I don't either.
I'm not a fan of that.
But they're included with my pass now, so I just get them. Anytime I'm on a ride with a photo, I buy it. I don't buy it. I download it.
Yeah, and I get that. Nothing wrong with that. But in general, I'm just I'm just doing the ride. I don't need my picture.
No.
And I guess maybe it's especially sensitive for me because I go on the Cars ride. Mm-hmm. That's really hard for me because the part around the track, it's really fast. I don't mind that.
No,
but when it starts going, whoa, that part's too much for me.
And it takes a photo right after.
Yeah, it takes that, and so it's always ew, Rocco, look, and I'm going because it's hard for me. Yeah. And every time I've tried it, oh my God, Rocco, look at the guy, and it's I'm really struggling with that part.
Yeah.
I don't want a photo of that.
No.
It's not, so maybe it's sensitive for me.
See, I put my hands up on the Cars ride, and it sucks because I just block the faces of everybody behind me.
Yeah.
I realized that after I'm I shouldn't do that anymore. I shouldn't put my hands up. at that part because I'll look behind me and it's like I'm just blocking this kid's face.
Yeah.
Like
that's so funny. But yeah, there's a terrible photo op at the. I went on Pirates in Florida.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was going on. A skeleton was talking to me. I'm like, this isn't the one that we have, the Avast mateys.
Yeah.
It's not that. It was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. It was yelling something. And I'm like, what is this? And then it took my picture. And it's like, there hasn't even been a drop. No. It's like you're just in the boat like, why isn't the camera when there's a drop? Like, why did they, it's like 10 feet before the drop.
I don't want to go too far away, but like,
whatever.
At the Space Mountain in Paris, they take your photo before there's no drop.
Yeah.
They take your photo before you get to the launch area. Yeah. They don't even take your photo when it launches.
Why?
They take your photo before you stop and wait until you launch.
It's so dumb.
And it's like, I don't, why do that?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah. And it's not a good photo. It's
I don't want it. It's like, and I'm sure they do it just because it's like an easy buck for them. Like, oh, you could buy the photo.
Yeah.
When was the last time you paid for that photo? I've never done that.
I think I did it one time in like 2007.
Yeah.
Or something like that because it was like I didn't have an annual pass at this point or anything like that. Yeah. And I hadn't been in a while, so I was like, okay, I'll go and I bought it because I was with a bunch of friends and it was a cool photo.
Yeah.
But that was the last time I did it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Not that I could think of. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, most of the time, I don't want evidence of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Again, what was it? It was the Splash Mountain one. I was like, I was like upset.
You're gripping, yeah.
And it's like, oh, Rocco, look what we got. And it's like, yeah, if you film me during troubling times, I will look troubled.
Yeah.
Like, reminds me of when maybe he doesn't want me, whatever. My brother got tagged on a red light.
Back when those were legal, like when they
now
actually
those are gone.
No, they're gone.
The red light cameras we used to have in California.
Yeah,
and my brother got tagged on one of those, and my dad was looking at it at home. This is when the whole family lived at home, and my dad was like, "Oh, look!" And it was my brother going like that. And my dad was like, "Ew, Dominic, look, they got you. It looks like they caught you singing." Like, were you singing along? And my brother was like, "I'm yelling fuck."
Yeah, I'm getting my picture taken. I'm yelling fuck.
And my dad was like, "Oh." like, ooh, got you singing. Ooh. Yeah, no, I'm really pissed. I went through a red light.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't like. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Was there anything else about Splash Mountain?
Not that I could think of about Splash Mountain. Have you ever bought anything at that store at the end? Any candy or anything? They have like the same
Splash Mountain little store.
Yeah. Right, no, like the one at the end. It's like Pooh merchandise and candy.
Oh, Pooh's honey hut or something. Whatever.
I have no idea.
Honey.
It's like the same type of candy that's over on Main Street, but I never buy it there.
No, I'd rather go on Main Street.
Yeah,
because they make it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No, I think they make it. They have a candy making spot there too.
Oh, you're right. They
it's
do.
Behind glass and everything.
Yeah.
But I just don't feel the need to buy it there.
I just don't. I don't even think about it. Have you ever bought anything at the little Splash Mountain tiny little store right there?
Never, but I've been there like twice in my life.
It's mostly hats.
Yeah.
But I never really buy plush. Not really.
No.
Unless it's some rare thing.
Yeah.
And they had, for some reason, the last 6 months, they had Brer Rabbit plushes from like Tokyo Disney.
They just like had extras.
Yeah, the tags were Japanese. And for some reason I wanted that. I don't know why.
No, it's cool.
But it was like they never have stuff. I mean, that's technically merchandise from like Song of the South.
Yeah.
When else would they sell that, you know? Yeah. God, there's nobody on this.
None.
Okay, after this, we need to investigate.
Yeah. I know, we need to check it out.
Anyway, sorry everybody, we're distracted by this boat.
I'm more interested in seeing how they work the light now. I've never seen that before.
Oh, they control the spotlight?
Yeah, it's like a joystick up above his head.
Damn.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Nobody at home can see that, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, just use your imagination. Very, very impressive boat crossing in the night. 2 ships passing in the night. Anyway, yeah, so that was the only time I bought something there. I'm trying to think of what's around. Hungry Bear, so let's talk about that. Hungry Bear is right here.
I have, like, the food has always been okay.
I think it's the epitome of hit or miss.
Yeah.
They have stuff here. A lot of times it's like, that's a dud. That's a dud. That's a dud.
Yeah.
And then they'll get like, oh, here's a churro funnel cake.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the best thing
great.
I've ever had.
The best funnel cake I ever had, I think, was here.
Yes.
And it was awesome. It was some weird funnel cake and stuff.
Yeah, what was it?
I can't remember. It was like a buttery thing. I cannot remember what it was.
It was like, I swear it was like cinnamon butter.
Yeah.
Funnel cake.
It was something, and it was so
like, oh my God.
good.
Didn't they have a strawberry one too that was kind of weird here?
They had a cherry Coke one.
Oh.
It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, really?
The best one was that one that like buttery whatever.
Yeah.
And that was great.
Ridiculous.
But the rest, like I've never had a good burger here.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's always just like
they had some hot dog here once or something.
Really?
What was it? It was like a carnitas dog or something, or
I don't know.
I don't remember what all was in it, but I remember thinking like that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Typically they have like a chili burger with like onion ring on it or something like that.
You can find
those
stuff
are
sometimes,
okay.
but it's hit or miss, like you said.
They had like some frozen watermelon drink or something. That was great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I don't know. It's just okay.
Yeah, didn't they have a s'mores funnel cake at one point? I could have sworn they had a s'mores thing.
Maybe. I never had it.
I never had it either. But this is where we have done game days in the past and had our big dinner, and it's awesome having everybody hang out in the dining area.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, they're taking off with the.
Yeah, they're doing some operations over there, like Phantasmic stuff. But I don't think they're running the show tonight.
I don't think so either.
Okay, so anyway. Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm just so curious as to, you guys do a vlog or a YouTube show or something?
Oh yeah, we just have like a video thing.
Yeah.
Is that, like, I don't know, is that not too far away?
No, we actually zoom it in
It's
and
perfect.
everything like that. We try to get a good shot.
With the,
Yeah.
the remote or something?
Oh, no, we just set it up and go.
you just set it.
Yeah.
Turn it on.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh, no worries.
There's my coworker was like, I think they're like giving an interview or something.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
know what
talking.
the topic is.
Yeah.
All right, Jolie, sorry about
Oh, no
No,
worries.
no worries at all.
Yeah, have
Thank
a
you
good
very
one.
much. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So it's whatever. Usually, I do like eating in this area. I love the
aesthetic
ambiance of it.
yeah.
So a lot of times I'll get a bread bowl from down there and bring it up
Yeah.
or whatever. This used to be on the water.
Yeah,
Like,
where we're standing right now was the edge, kind of.
Yeah, this was formerly
the water
river.
would come up right up to here.
Yeah, but everything got pushed around to make a path for the new Star Wars land.
because right around the corner is the.
So that's the one
entrance.
thing that I was bummed. Like this pathway, this whole area is very nicely done, but I do kind of miss eating right on the water over there because ducks would come right up next to you. You know, they say don't feed the ducks. I would do it anyway. Yeah. I'm kind of a risk taker, you know.
Well, Disney's told it like favorite song is "Feed the Birds," so I don't know why.
Yeah, so conflicting messages.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, so Disney, you tell us why was that in the movie if you didn't want me to do it. Also, what is a tuppence? No one solved that.
It's two pence.
No. So you say, but we, you know, give us the official answer. We're gonna show this to Bob Iger, and he's gonna be like, tuppence, tuppence. Anyway, shout out if you know what that's from. Post a comment if you know what we just referenced. If you don't know, also leave a comment saying I don't know what that was. So either way, leave a comment.
Yeah. Should we talk about the carvings that are around here?
Oh yeah.
Like there's carvings everywhere. There's even like one. I don't know if that's original or not, but
I think it for Hungry Bear.
Yeah.
At least when this opened, I think that it is.
Because I never this wasn't an area to go back to before.
Yeah, but it was somewhere else.
I'm sure they moved it around.
But there are wood carvings all over the place.
Yeah.
They had, they're like even our Country Bear. The Country Bear Playhouse had a big wood carved sign with the Country Bears carved into it.
Yeah.
And then in front of the Hungry Bear, there's like a butler-looking bear.
Yeah, he's holding
with
like
a plate,
a tray and everything.
Yeah, and then like here, this is an exit sign with a beaver.
Yeah.
There's carvings all over the place. And a couple years ago, I think somebody there's like a Disneyland Facebook group that I follow or something, and they posted a picture of that butler bear. Like the butler holding the tray. And this one dude commented on the picture like, what the hell? That's still there? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, I carved that. Disney in the 80s had me carve like a bunch of stuff.
Of these things, yeah.
I didn't think it was there anymore. It was like this dude had not been privy to what Disney was doing over the past. Like he never revisited it.
Yeah.
He was just like, I can't believe I carved that a million
that
years ago.
That happens a lot though.
Yeah.
With like, hey, we need 5 carvings of bears. Here you go. And you ship them off, and that's all you know.
And that's all they. Yeah, exactly. So that's what happened with them. And then just recently, last year, they did that. That's from Disneyland auction in LA, where it was all stuff from the parks. Mm-hmm. And the hand-carved Country Bear sign went for like $80,000
yeah,
or
it was huge.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like shitting bricks online. Like he was just like, what?
It went for that?
It went for what? How much? What? And so now he's carving them like, okay, who wants a Country Bear sign? Like, I can't imagine is he gonna get in trouble?
Oh, he's gotta
because he showed that guy. I mean, the dude's cool. I'm not trying to paint him like he's not. This guy's awesome. And now he's trying to, he's like, some family just asked me for one. So it's the Country Bears above this family sign, this family name and stuff like that. I think he's making a pretty penny, I think, off of that, which is great. But I wonder if it's going to be like, Disney's going to be like, hey, stop. But
who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
anyway,
his carvings are great. So
if that dude is watching, carve me one. I can't afford to pay you, but.
So just,
exposure. We'll show it on here, and 8 people will see it. No, I don't know. More than 8. 12.
I wonder if he did the Big Thunder Barbecue one.
I
Because there was one that was
did.
at that auction too, and it's the same style and everything.
Yeah.
So
that sign makes me think Disney was in on that auction.
Yeah, because that just closed.
That
a few years
just
ago.
closed. How did this collector that was selling all the stuff in LA?
Yeah.
How did he already have
Get that
sign?
Immediately? Maybe
yeah,
he got good connections?
That was
I don't know.
weird.
It's weird.
That was real weird.
Yeah.
So you be the judge. I think Disney was an inside job on that. I think they were selling some of their own stuff. Well, it's just like when the Tower of Terror closed.
And like
all
3
the
months
stuff
later was at the auction. It had a ton of stuff in
there. And it's like, oh, this is just all from a collector.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, the collector moved in.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, Marvel. Shout out. Anyway, that's the Hungry Bear. Is there anything else?
I'm trying to think. That's all the attractions and stuff. They still have a meet and greet in the middle. That's all just Pooh characters.
Yeah. I think it's so funny how the tables have turned. I really think if they reopened Country Bears, if they just brought it back, it'd be explosive. I think so many people.
They kept the building's still here.
Yeah,
they just gutted it.
The way you walk in, it looks the same.
It's still the same entrance, same everything.
Same barn-looking thing. Oh, these people do that. Oh, okay. I thought we had some people discovering the camera.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do. See what this
busted.
Yeah, busted. But anyway, I don't know. I really think if they did that, it would be huge, bigger than what's going on there now.
Yeah,
I think the tables have turned in that regard. But I'm trying to think of anything else in Critter. So when, and we should say too, again, it was originally Bear Country, and then when I think it was it when Splash Mountain opened? That's when it became Critter Country.
Yes, I think they made the transition in the late '80s, early '90s.
Okay, yeah. That might be it, though.
I think that's it.
We should say, even before all of that.
Yes.
Before it was Bear Country, before any of it, we should give a shout out to the original attraction over here. It was the Indian Village.
Yeah.
It was, it was actually Native Americans
performing traditional dances.
Yeah,
and stuff
traditional stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's really impressive. And there's always the debate about Walt, was Walt Disney?
Yeah.
Was he, some people are like, oh, he was racist, he was this, he was that. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I didn't know the guy. I don't know enough to make that call. But he was very insistent on having real, authentic
cultures and stuff.
Real, authentic Native American stuff and tradition and whatever in that area. He was really adamant on getting that right. So I do, I think that's cool. I mean, it's clear they wanted a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
And people were really stoked with that area. I wonder when that actually closed, though. Did it go right up until the Country Bears coming in, or
I can't
did
tell
it?
you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
So who knows? But anyway, but yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. When are we going to do our episode on Star Wars Land? When opening day?
Opening day.
You want to
do it right here?
Yeah.
Because this will be the path. No, the entrance is down there, so we'll just stand there.
Yeah.
It should be pretty self-explanatory. It should be pretty easy. We should do one on it. I wonder if it would be exciting, though, legitimately, that the month that opens, do our episode on that. Do you think that would be...
No, I wouldn't see why not.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, here's our take on it.
Yeah.
I think we could do that. Yeah, in June or whenever that is. I think we could do that. And it'd be like, hey, this is our whole... I bet we can go on forever about it.
Oh, totally. About, everything leading up to it and everything like that. I still can't believe it's opening up in a few months.
I know. We got to get in. Last night they showed the uniforms and all that stuff. Man, that was sick. I have to say, some of the uniforms look like Empire outfits. I mean, you got mofos over here dressing like Admiral Piet. Come on.
Yeah.
Were you a Piet head, or were you more of a Piet guy or more of a? Oh no, what was the other guy?
Don't ask me.
Not Admiral Piet. There's the other guy.
Darth Vader.
No, damn it. I can't remember the other dude. The dude, he played, he was the guy in Last Crusade who wanted to find the Holy Grail.
God, I thought I was the guy who didn't know stuff about Star Wars.
Damn
Jeez.
I can't remember.
You know every character in that movie.
Yeah.
Except for that one.
I can't think of another guy other than Admiral Piet. But you know what? Piet was so rad. Doesn't matter.
All I know is Gringden Longsnoot.
Yeah, Gurinden Longsnoot. If he's a walking character there, that would be so sick if he follows you and reports you, or if you notice him, he hides. Oh, that would be amazing. Yo, Disney, if you're watching this, get Longsnoot. I want Longsnoot in there, definitely. Anyway, I think that's it.
I think that's good. Yeah,
I think we got a solid one in the can. That sounds bad.
Another one in the books.
A good episode in the books.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Tune in next time. We're going to talk about...
I don't know, dirt?
We're going to talk about what kinds of dirt... We could. You know what would be fun is... No, it wouldn't. I was going to say types of fences in Disneyland. What am I saying? That would not... That'd be totally boring. I just thought of, there's the one... thing near the Matterhorn, there's 3 fences that meet each other.
Yeah.
Do you know about that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've actually seen that in person.
Really? I don't think I've heard about it, but I've never
there's
gone
a
up and
fence
checked it out.
There's a fence from a however many 2000 something that meeting one part, and then there's a fence meeting from the 1980s or 70s or something, and then there's a third fence meeting in the middle there that's from 55.
Really?
And they're all still there. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever actually
I've never checked that out. Yeah.
You should go over there.
You should.
It's still open? Okay. Well, anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I'm going to shut the camera off, and now you're going to see how truly far away we set up the camera. This is going to take me about 20 minutes to reach the camera. So here we go.